David, thank you so much for your time today. It is such a pleasure to virtually get to talk to you today.
Yeah, man, it's nice to talk to you too.
Tell me, you are featured in the new series from Spectrum, Joe Pickett, as a former game warden. Tell us a little bit about your character.
He's retired, Vern Dunnigan. He's been on his job over 25 years. It's a small town in the middle of Wyoming. Joe Pickett is my replacement. And so the series starts with me introducing myself. I was really kind of involved in his hiring. So I'm showing him around the town, showing him around the environment. This is how I do things. But hey, it's your job. I'm just telling you how I do it. Anyway, that's where it starts. He's a jovial dude, really nice, personable. Everybody likes him and knows him. And then it just turns from there. I mean, stuff starts going left. Like, is this dude really nice? Why did he bring me here? Is he my friend? And that's really what attracted me to the role because it is so layered, and it's funny when I was sent about 4 scripts, but my character wasn't in any of them. It was just his character description. And I'm like, man, come on, man. It's like I go, hey man, I want to hire you for a job. Well, what is it? Oh, don't worry about it. You'll find out. you know, what am I gonna do? Man, just come over. And that's really what they were telling me. So they described the Dowdles, who were the producers, writers, directors. I wasn't familiar with Joe Pickett. I was told it was a really popular book series. It is. So we met virtually on Zoom, and the Dowdles told me about this character. And I was really intrigued. And I'm like, well, why'd you pick me? And, this guy is so shady. As soon as they said shady, I was like, okay, cool. And they said because we wanted a guy, an actor who could handle comedy, because they wanted it to come at it a different way and not to be all snidely whiplash, and now
Mm.
kill you. No, man, they wanted him to be ingratiating. Think about it. Ted Bundy had to be personable. He was good looking. He would hang around. He had a little cast. His arm was in the cast. He drove around in a van. Not to say this character is that dark, but what I'm saying, evil. So to get people to trust you, you have to be personable.
Right.
Think about it. If the devil came back right now, he couldn't be the devil. No, he would look like George Clooney or something, man. He would be like the most popular kid in class. Just don't go home with him. You know what I mean? Just don't go in his backyard. So that's what intrigued me, and those levels. But I did have to trust that they would write it, and it just grew. It started, I think, conceptually as a smaller role. But as we started filming it, I never saw any of the footage. The guys would just tell me, because I don't want to. I just want to do my work. They said, man, this is popping. We're going to write you some more. And I was like, wait, don't do that. Don't do that.
Nice.
Writing me stuff, and it just blew up, man. So it's been amazing.
Fantastic. So along with the series, you were also recently featured in Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that cast, because if you give me the names of Paul Rodriguez,
Dude,
John Cleese,
everybody in show business is in Clifford.
right?
So yeah, man. My agent was like, look, Clifford the Big Red Dog. And I knew right away, man, this is going to be a big budget, live action. In New York City, it was summertime in this big ass hotel room. I was like, yeah, man, I'll do it. Who's in it? Rosie Perez, every person in SAG after John Cleese. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And it's gotta be almost 4 years ago, because it was pre-pandemic. My daughter's 13 now. Well, at 10, when I accepted it, oh yeah, she was really into Clifford. Now she's like a teenager. She's like, Clifford, that's for kids. But it was really fun to do. I played this disgruntled, building super. I don't know where you live or where you grew up, but you say building super. It's also a very New York vibe.
Yeah.
He's that dude, always skeptical. What is it, man? What is it, Emmanuel? What's going on in your apartment? I'll get there later. He's that dude. So I never really see Clifford, man. He's behind me. I think I see him at the end of the movie. But so they had this big kind of mechanical puppet thing just so we could react in perspective. But I didn't really know how it looked. You see renderings, but I didn't know how it looked. So it was fun. It was really fun, man. It was fun on that level. But there was a rumor that got started online that I was the voice of Clifford. And at first, like on Twitter and stuff, I'd be going, man, I'm not the voice of Clifford. And when I said that, these dudes were like, I know for a fact now he is. Because he said no, which means yes. Don't be stupid. It's David Alen Grier. You know, I'm like, okay. I even went to the studio. I was like, man, these people think I'm the voice of Clifford. They said, let them believe whatever they want. But you know, Clifford doesn't have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it was a ball, man. It was fun.
It sounds like it. Yeah, a lot. You know, it's funny. The response I kept getting was, New York in the summer. We were there.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, I lived in New York almost 10 years before In Living Color started. So every time I would get a job in New York, they never gave me a hotel or per diem because I was local. Mm-hmm. The best thing I did is move out because then I could stay in all these big ass hotels and stuff that I never could afford when I was there. I was like, shit, I should have moved out a long time ago. So I was like, who's in it? They told me everything. Where's the shooting? I'll take it. It was really fun. It
sounds like it. David, thank you so much for your time. It's such a pleasure to be able to talk to you.
Yes, sir. You take care.
All right, thanks. Take care.